He tweaked his ankle, so Clark thinks he'll be all right to play Saturday. Guess we'll see how it feels in the morning. Probably won't practice tomorrow. Probably play Saturday.
How was everybody else? Obviously, Beetle and Alex.
Yeah, I thought Herb looked great today. I mean, he's participated in just about everything today. Beetle was pretty limited, but practice, so I'm anticipating he'll play. And then Reese still has skill work, shooting, so my guess is they'll all be playing on Saturday. It'd be nice to have everybody back.
How difficult has that been in practice? You mentioned it Monday at Day Coach, or just how you've had like 6 guys healthy, but you got a couple more out there today. How beneficial is that?
Yeah, I mean, it's, you'd like for all your guys that are in the rotation to be able to practice and be healthy. So hopefully, we've got 3 games here in about 8 days going into Christmas. So if we can get, through these 3 without any new injuries and get those guys healed up over Christmas break, I think after that, it'd be nice to have everybody that's going to play in the games practice. Just makes it a lot. But it's hard to get better. It's hard to get your flow. It's hard to get your chemistry when 3 out of the 9 haven't been able to practice. So it was great to have Herb back. I thought Herb was great today in practice. So it's great to have him back. Beetle gives us an energy. On the limited stuff he was able to do today. Reese, hopefully we can get his foot healed up, and he obviously played really well for us last game. So hopefully he can do a little bit more tomorrow.
Obviously, 8 days between games. Is there any benefit to that, especially when we're trying to install things and teach these players?
Yeah, I think it was good, A, to try to get a little more healthy, and then B, we really got to clean a bunch of stuff up. Our turnovers have been a problem, so I think we've done a little bit better job of that. So, yeah, I mean, it is helpful to have that many days, but not going to have that often. You get it right around finals when you usually get it, and then over Christmas we'll have it too, but you're not going to be practicing that whole time. Take 3 or 4 days off for Christmas. But yeah, it was good to be able to get back, kind of regroup, on a 2-game winning streak and try to get some momentum going here.
When you scout your varsity, what do you see on this guy?
Yeah, I mean, Stevens is a load. He's, he hit 2 threes last game, so that hasn't really been his game, but he's definitely more than capable of making them. But I mean, he's kind of that mid-post, catching it anywhere from 10 to 17 foot, face you up, blow by you, strong, post you, drive you. So we're kind of toying with, you put him on, one of your bigger wings on him. Do you put a traditional big on him? He kind of plays the 4 for him. He can also play the 3. He can also play the 5. So he's, there's a reason he's projected first team all Big Ten. I mean, he's been really tough, and he's so strong and athletic too. So he's going to be tough. He's, we've been debating what you do with him in certain situations, who you put on him. I think it's going to have to be a few guys on him, and you definitely don't want to get guards switched to him. The smaller guards, he's too big and strong for them. So he's a little bit different than anybody we faced yet this year. So I think, I do think we got some guys that can guard him, whether it's Herb or Javian or Galen. I think those guys will kind of have to take their turn on him a little bit.
Is it easier to play a team coming off of a big win, or is it almost harder because they're clicking?
It all depends on them, to be honest with you. I mean, I'd rather not play them off a loss, then they're a little hungrier, but, do they have their confidence rolling, and are they even better? I hope it's more they're overlooking us, but I don't really know their team that well. They seem like they've been playing pretty well. I think the older they get, the less likely it is that they're going to be overconfident from a previous win. So they're an older group that's got some experience. So I would guess we're going to have to play them playing their best basketball. That's what I would think. What was your question?
No, just he's not the only guy you've got to worry about.
No, he's not. I mean, they've got shooting all over the floor. They've got a lob catching big. They can really put some pressure on your pick and roll defense, just getting out of the pick and roll in a hurry, and he sprints out of there. He doesn't even set them. I mean, he's a little bit more like Clint Capella, where he's getting out early and looking for lobs. So, we're going to have to. They got some scoring off the bench, so they're a deep team. They're good. I mean, they're going to be right in the thick of things in the Big Ten this year.
Does that size, does that at all affect how you talking about the approach? You like to play the 4 guards a lot more than one big. Does that kind of affect how you approach that?
Yeah, I mean, it does a little bit. Offensively, it's better for us when we play small and space the floor with some shooting. defensively, we tend to be a little bit better when you go big, especially a team that's got, you know, two real guys that can score in the block, you know. So we're gonna have to play around with some matchups, some lineups, and see what we can figure out kind of as the game goes along.
How much does it change the preparation and the body clocks of the players to play in the afternoon rather than at night?
It's a good question. I think we've got some veteran guys that have played in both, but we're used to practicing in the morning. So, you know, we've been practicing in the morning. Now with finals, you know, we had to switch some stuff around, but today we went right at about the time we're going to play the game. So hopefully practicing at the same time as the game today, practicing a little bit earlier tomorrow will help us out a little bit on that.
This is obviously the second true road test. You know, what do you hope to see differently from outside of just playing better?
Yeah, we talked to our guys about that. So we kind of talked the only true road game we've had so far is at Rhode Island. You know, I didn't think we weathered some storms enough. You know, they went on some big runs and we didn't stop the runs. So I just made the point, like, we're gonna face some adversity on the road. We gotta make sure that the 8-0 run doesn't turn into a 14-0 run, or a 6-0 run doesn't turn into something. Like, we gotta get some stops. They're gonna make some small runs. We gotta make sure they're small, and then just buckle down and keep getting stops again. So I thought we were a little bit younger, immature with some new guys playing up at Rhode Island. Hopefully we've matured a little bit with even playing in the Bahamas. They're not true road games, but they're not at home either. So we faced a little bit of adversity there. I thought we bounced back pretty well against Southern Miss. So hope to see some maturity and some growth and being mentally tough on the road with another true road game.
Has Penn State had their finals too, or do you know?
You know what? That's a good question. I'm not sure. Hopefully they're all distracted with finals like we are, but I'm not sure to be. I mean, they played during the week, so typically you don't play during finals. But again, with the Big Ten schedule, maybe they did play during finals. I'm not sure. I didn't look into their academic calendar, to be honest with you.
That's like students.
Yeah.
When you play an opponent in a conference like this, can there be an adjustment in terms of style of play, in terms of even reputation and officiating?
Yeah, I mean, the Big Ten's typically a more physical conference. I was up in Big Ten country my whole life, so I've seen the physicality firsthand a lot. I think this is a really physical team, but you know, a lot of the Big Ten teams play physical and slow. They actually are one of the better teams in the country in transition conversion rate, which hasn't been the case for them a lot in the past. So they're getting out. I think they're 15th in the country right now on turning people over. So we played number 1 in Stephen F. Austin. Now we're playing one of the better turnover rate defensively teams in the country. So they turn you over, get out in transition. So we got to really get back. But then in the half court, like, our defensive rebounding is going to be big. Their physicality with the post-ups, getting the old boards, we're going to have to match the physicality, which I think will prepare us. There's teams in the SEC that play real physical too, so it'll help prepare us for conference play. But yeah, I mean, their Big Ten's known for some physicality. You may have to deal with some fouls that maybe you're used to getting called and they just don't get called. Like, whatever it is, you got to deal with it. We just got to have to deal with it and figure it out as the game goes on.
Let's do one more question, guys. Anything else?
Cover.